Have you ever wondered why some women feeling amazing during fasting, but for some it is anxious, exhausted, thinking about food all the time, and even struggling with their cycle? Well, that's because most fasting advice completely ignores what makes a woman's body unique. Your stress load, your hormone, your life stage, and your fasting purpose and your body fat all plays a major role. So today in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to fast safely and effectively as a woman based on your purpose, whether that is fat loss, longevity, hormonal support, or insulin sensitivity, and what not to do during every life stage and every age. Fasting is a powerful tool, but it's not one size fits all. Whether you're 35 trying to conceive but also want to lean down, 45 in perimenopause, and 55 in postmenopause. How long you should fast, when you should fast, and whether you should fast at all really depends on several factors. By the end of this video, you'll be able to find out your own fasting rhythm that you can implement and adhere to. Most fasting advice tells us to choose a method, whether that is 16:8 or 14:10, without asking the most trivial and important question: why are we fasting? Because the purpose of our fasting completely changes how we fast. If our goal is fat loss, then gentle fasting between 12 to 14 hours works the best, especially when we're under 45 and still have our cycles. When paired with movements and nutrient dense food, we can adhere to it long term. However, if your body fat percentage is already lower than 22%, then fasting can backfire. It can slow down your metabolism and suppress hormones. If you want to improve insulin sensitivity, then timing really matters. We want to align our feeding window with the circadian rhythm, which is the sun's time, and finishing our dinner preferably earlier during the day, let's say 5 to 6 p.m. This helps insulin regulation. If your goal is for autophagy or longevity, then longer fasting window, 16-hour or occasional 24 to 36-hour, really promotes deep cellular cleansing. However, this is best reserved for postmenopausal women who can handle this stress. If you are still cycling and are still looking to conceive, aggressive fasting can suppress ovulation and shorten our luteal phase, which is an absolutely no-no for us. If your goal is for hormonal support and fertility, then gentle fasting around 12 hours would be a much better approach, and you can implement this consistently. And we want to avoid longer fasting more than 12 hours during the second half of our period, where our body requires adequate fuel to produce progesterone. And now you see, depending on the goal of your fasting, how often and how consistently that you should fast changes everything. Then the second factor is our menstrual cycle. Our menstruation gives us a natural map of our fasting and feeding rhythm. During menstruation, our body is already in repair mode. Overnight gentle fasting, 12 hours, is already enough. In the early follicular phase, which is day 3 to 7, this is our body's most resilient time. Longer fasting is well tolerated, and you could insert 24 to 36-hour fasting window during this time if you are healthy and if you're not looking to conceive. As you approach ovulation, your estrogen rises, makes you more insulin sensitive. However, this is not the time for extremes. 12 to 14-hour fasting are fine, but keep it moderate. In the luteal phase, which is day 15 to 28, our body shifts in progesterone production and prepare for potential implantation. Our fasting tolerance is the lowest at this point. We want to keep our fast under 12 hours and focus on nourishment and calorie sufficiency. So as you see, no matter what our purpose is, our cycle really guides us step by step how we fast week by week. And here is where our principle really comes in. It's not about discipline or restriction. It's about working with our body's natural rhythm so fasting feels supportive, not depleting. Then lastly, there are two important layers that almost nobody talks about, which is our body fat percentage and our current stress load. If our body fat is already low, let's say for example, less than 22%, then our body can interpret fasting as a threat much faster. This can blunt our ovulation, reduce progesterone, and make us lose our cycle completely. But if you are well between 22 or 30% or more, then fasting is a great tool as long as we respect our cycle and watch our body how it responds. Fasting itself is a physiological stress. So even if you are having higher body fat percentage where you can supposed to tolerate fasting better, chronic stress can drastically reduce our fasting tolerance. So, if you already have a high stress baseline level, whether that is from work, poor sleep, or emotional demands, then fasting can tip your body into overwhelming mode no matter what your body fat percentage is. And this is why it is important to know fasting is not about how long we can go without food, but what our body is ready to handle. So let's pull it all together. Our purpose, whether that's fat loss, insulin reset, hormonal support, or longevity, that is our goal. Then our age, body fat percentage, and menstruation cycle helps to fine tune our strategy. And our stress level is the key modifier to determine whether our body can safely tolerate the fasting schedule we have now. And that is why one size fits all fasting advice never truly works for women. It is too simplistic. It ignores our own unique physiology, our context, and our cycles. That's why I created a free, easy to follow fasting guide for women just like you. In this guide, you will know when to fast based on your age, cycle, stress level, and purpose. How to fast depending on your purpose. What to avoid. Dry fasting, long fast at the wrong time, and key mistakes women make. Plus, early warning signs that fasting may be harming your cycle or hormone so you can fine tune before things goes off track. Leave a comment down below and I'll send it on your way. If you like this video, then like and subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend. And if you're looking to find out what helps with all menopausal symptoms or what to eat to help grow healthy hair, then I have these videos for you in the links down below. Menopause is your second spring, and I love you.